Okay. Live. Let's go now, everyone on the Discord. Doesn't care about this. Okay. Okay, there we go. Anime announced. Let's go right away because we know that still there's gonna be some following of the base game here at first. So if we start right away and maybe whoever arrives will have skipped the beginning, doesn't really matter. Though the background here is different, so I don't actually remember. I think Yuri's Sunday scene was pretty much the same as the base game with maybe some alterations or something. We'll find out here how different is Natsuki's scene. Important thing to make sure, yes, nudity is censored. Wouldn't want that, when Hades is screwing with me. Wouldn't want double attack from the DDLC as well. Alright, it's already Sunday. No, it's Saturday actually. I should have streamed it tomorrow. Dang it, didn't think this through. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Natsuki's upcoming visit. Yes, I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Boom, 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 okay. I was just checking audio levels there for a sec. It doesn't help much. I wonder if she'll act any different when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, she's been texting me a lot. We sent each other one after exchanging numbers to double check, but it turned into conversation. She's almost a different personality on the phone, using tons of emoji and cute language. She also really likes complaining about things, but I kind of saw that one coming. So I guess that little background was literally just for the intro to this. I meander around the house anxiously waiting for Natsuki's arrival. Before I know it, she texts me to let me know that she's outside the front door. I don't understand why she couldn't have just rang the doorbell. But whatever. I'll forgive it for now. I rush over to the door and open it. Hi? New music, okay. I think. Yeah. Pretty sure it's new music. My mind goes blank as I completely forget what I was going to greet her with. I'm not sure what I expected, but seeing Natsuki in her casual clothing surprises me. I'm such a huge difference. It is such a huge difference from a uniform. With such cute clothing, she almost looks like a different person. Frankly, I'm at a loss for words. Antroid, why are you just staring at me? Oh, sorry. Jeez, I just got here. It'll be a long afternoon if you keep acting weird just because you're not used to seeing me out of school. Right. Okay, now move, I'm coming in. I quickly step out of the way. I do not get out of the way. As Natsuki walks inside. Over her shoulder, she's carrying a large bag made out of a thick plastic. Is that all cooking stuff? I point to Natsuki's bag. Yep. I wasn't gonna come all this way just to find out you're missing something important. Speaking of important, did you get everything I asked you to get? I'm not gonna do quite as high pitch today because I think that hurts me more than it does good. Natsuki asked me to go out and buy some things if I didn't already have them on hand. Which reminds me, so don't get too mad, but I said that so she might go a bit easier on me when I tell her I forgot to go shopping. Judging by the look on her face, I doubt it helped. Oh, I wonder if we're gonna go shopping together. I seem to have a vague memory of something like that. Did we go shopping for stuff with Yuri too? It's possible. Are you fucking kidding me? I know, I'm sorry. What were we doing all weekend that you forgot to go shopping? I was playing American Truck Simulator, thank you very much. Well, I was practicing my poem for the festival. Which isn't completely a lie. I was practicing it in my sleep. In the waking world, I was playing American Truck Simulator. I did actually spend some time reciting my poem to myself. Natsuki meanwhile looks at me with disbelief. You were practicing your poem? Yeah. Natsuki sighs as her expression softens a bit. Well, I guess I'll give you a pass this time. I expected you to say you were playing video games all weekend. I'm not that honest, come on. But don't think you're completely off the hook. We still need those baking supplies if we want to get anything done. Well, I do have some money, and it's only like a mile to town. How long is a mile? I don't know how long a mile is, because I'm using the normal units, you know, the sane ones. They want to just go buy the stuff we need. Ooh! Well, it's not like we have any other choice. Just so you know, it's not a date or anything. You were the first who said it. Alright. Alright, fine. Natsuki sets her bag down next to the door as I head upstairs to retrieve my money. When I come down, I see Natsuki standing in the doorway, her hands on her hips. Come on, dummy, we don't have all day. That was kind of Mickey Mousey, I'm not gonna do it. I'm coming. Rather, if I can help it, I'm not gonna do it. We both part from my house and head toward town. Is it kind of a weird thing to say part from my house? It's like, no, don't go. So, what kind of cupcakes are we gonna make? Rainbow cupcakes. Natsuki ponders this for a bit. I'm thinking just normal chocolate cupcakes with vanilla frosting. Oh, okay. But, I feel like we should do something special. It is a festival after all. Something special with the cupcakes, we spike them. Is it called spiking when it's not a drink? It should be. Yeah, but like something more than just the flavors. I wanted to have to do with the actual look of the cupcakes. Kinda like those cat cupcakes on my first day, right? Yes, exactly. So related to the look of the cupcakes. Well, it is a literature event. Maybe you could put kanji characters on each one. I feel like the base game carefully avoided actually calling out kanji. I don't remember when Yuri was writing the characters. I don't think once called it kanji. Like in frosting? Yeah. Every cupcake could have a different character on it, and people could choose a cupcake based on which characters they like the most. Do people really have preferences for characters? I mean, you know, alphabet characters. That's actually not that bad of an idea. Natsuki looks at the ground, seemingly disappointed she didn't come up with that first. Well, do you want to do it? Do you want to have credit for the idea as well? Considering that's the best idea we have, I guess so. Alright then. By now we finally reached downtown. XYZ something something Marty, yes, the classic. I've spent not actually that long watching some guys, I forget his name, videos on how Sonic X was censored in the dub, and most of it was removing text from the backgrounds for some reason. Well, I mean, a lot of it was terrible, badly written text and nonsense, but still. And so I look at this like, holy shit, there's so much text in the background, what the hell? Something must be wrong. By now we finally reached downtown. Natsuki spots a kitchen supply store and we both quickly head towards it. Once inside, Natsuki holds her phone up in front of my face. I've already texted you what we need, so just go off that for your list of supplies to get. Will we need anything special for the characters? Just a smaller frosting nozzle. I'll get that, you just focus on your stuff. Sounds like a plan. Natsuki heads off into the nearby aisle, yes. I know how aisle's pronounced thanks to Duke Nukem 3D. While I pull out my phone, I scroll through my texts and eventually find the list she sent me. Well then, let's start with the French vanilla extract. Too much vanilla extract, cake not perfect. Within a couple of minutes I found everything on the list. As I place the final ingredient into my basket, Natsuki walks up to me. She dumps her stuff in my basket and walks with me to register. To the register, maybe. I hand over my money, and before I know it, we're already walking back to my house. We arrive quickly and immediately get to work. I didn't have any masks or gloves. It only takes about 10 minutes before the entire kitchen is a mess. Utensils, bowls, and spilled ingredients cover the countertops. Natsuki has her focus on the cupcakes themselves while I work on the frosting. Hey, where's the food coloring? Still in the bag on the table, why? I'm gonna color the batter different colors so it looks cooler, even if the flavor is still chocolate or vanilla. I wonder if they could like mix it all up and do weird like hippie shirt swirls or something. You think we should do that to the frosting as well? Yeah, sure. I'll give it the food coloring once I'm done. Alright. I've noticed Natsuki has been a lot more calm and friendly towards me ever since we started baking. I kinda hope that they remove the whole awkward finger licking scene, cause I never liked it. She's been instructing me on what to do, but it's been more friendly advice rather than a command. And also, our character needs to be a little bit less of a weirdo with like, oh, I'm sure there's lots of guys who are into lowlies like you. That kind of stuff. I know it's not me there. I know I don't make the choices, but I still don't want my character to spot things that I would be... Like, I would kill myself if I said ever. The only explanation I've come up with is that cooking puts Natsuki's mind at ease and makes her less hostile. But it's not like that's uncommon. Talking about or doing something they're passionate about puts a smile on anyone's face. Monko with playing the piano, Yuri with reading, Sayori with eating, and Natsuki with baking. And thusly with shuffled, stuffed, whatever. Put all the characters into their appropriate shell? Whatever, you know what categories. Antroid, come on, focus. Focus. Natsuki's voice interrupts my thoughts. Oh, sorry. I need to read a little bit more English here until words start coming back to me reliably. I resume stirring the frosting while Natsuki drops the food coloring into the batter. Once she's done with that, she scoops the batter into little baking cups and places them in a tray. You know what, I kind of feel like completely doing this, but then I don't want to be in a weird position on the fish finder. Preheat to 350. Natsuki mumbles instruction to herself as she messes around with the oven. You know what, I can just afford to do that. Nice. I'm not diagonal right now. I don't know how much I like it now. Fuck it. Gotta find. You know what? It's difficult to sit down for long stretches of time. It's challenging. I hear a beep and she walks over to check on my progress. Hey, is the icing good? Natsuki looks at the bowl with a judgmental expression. You're getting there. You just have to beat the shit out of it. Natsuki takes the whisk from my hands and starts stirring. Really beat the crap out of it, yes. Beat the devil out this brush. After a few seconds, I retrieve the whisk from Natsuki and follow in her example. Good, you're a fast learner. Thanks, you're a good teacher. Natsuki's face turns slightly red. She's so easy, man. Yeah, I am. I chuckle at Natsuki's gloating as she walks back to her workspace. Once the icing's a good consistency... Oof, apostrophe, please. I retrieve the food coloring from Natsuki. Hey! Hey! Watch where you're putting your hands, dummy! I don't want you getting icing everywhere. I look down at my hands and realize they're covered in icing. Oh jeez, how'd I not notice that? Don't ask me, you're the one who didn't notice his hands were covered in icing. Okay, just establish that further, come on. Natsuki looks at me with a smirk. Oh, being smug, are we? Well, take that! Get a load of this! I wipe my index finger on Natsuki's cheek, leaving a glob of icing behind. Did that happen in the base game? This is slightly better than finger licking. Natsuki shoots me a look of both shock and anger. Oh, you didn't. Now it's my turn to be smug. Oh, but I... Why did I switch it around? Oh, but I did. Natsuki's face suddenly lights up. Without warning, she dips her finger in the frosting bowl and swipes it across my entire face. Yeah, this seems pretty new. Oh, you look so dumb. I walk over to the sink and grab a paper towel. So that's how it's gonna be, huh? I dramatically wipe my hands as Natsuki braces herself. Yep. And so be it. I take the paper towel and attempt to shove it in Natsuki's face. But she swipes the towel out of my hand and throws it to the... You know what? If they wanted to one-up the base game, what they should have done is, since I have like now a battle scar across my whole face, my character should have tried to just rub his face on Natsuki's or something. And get her all dirty again. But she swipes a yes. Hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, people. I slowly back up and put my hands up. It doesn't have to be like this. Natsuki ignores my call for a truce and tries to wipe icing across my face again. This time I catch her wrist as she swoops in. Uh-oh. Is this gonna lead to the CG? She tries to fight back with her other hand, but I grab that one as well. Yeah, this one. This is always like, wee-woo, wee-woo. Good thing my window's completely covered. Oh, stop! Only if you apologize for getting frosting on my face. Okay, so at least it's not for calling me gross. That's slightly better. You're the one that started it. But I only did it a little. You smeared it across my entire face. Now apologize. Fine, fine, I'm sorry. Thank you. Now apologize to me. I'm sorry as well. Thank you. Alright, that's that. I'd say I win this one. Oh shit! Suddenly I feel a sharp pain in my right shin. I let go of Natsuki's wrist to stumble back. Thank God! Vast improvement. Oh, did you just kick me? I warned you. Oh, jeez. I hold my leg in pain as Natsuki stands triumphantly. Don't underestimate me! At least not to the balls, okay. Okay. I'm sorry. And I surrender. Ha! I win! You may have won the battle, but not the war. If one kick can send you down, winning the war will be a piece of cake. I roll my eyes, inciting another laugh from Natsuki. Alright, we should probably get back to work. Yeah, probably. Natsuki and I wipe our faces off and pick up where we left off. I'm so happy right now that this was changed a little bit better. I scoop some icing into a separate bowl and color the rest of it in a light pink. Natsuki pulls the batch of cupcakes out of the oven and puts the other batch in. Using the food coloring, I dye the icing I set aside black. Not black. Why do you do that? For the kanji characters. Oh, okay. Finish up mixing the food coloring and then give them to me. Why? I'm gonna put it in the frosting bag, duh. She gestures towards the small plastic bag she brought with her. Alright. I quickly finish mixing in the coloring and hand Natsuki the bowl. She scoops the icing into a bag and ties a thin nozzle around the end. Put this to the side for now. We still need to frost the cupcakes before we can add the characters. Speaking of which, Natsuki brings a tray of cupcakes over to the table. Let's get started. Woo, wow, this is the power of the swipe. We both look triumphantly over the frosted trays of cupcakes. Yeah, they look pretty cute. Kinda fitting seeing you're the one who made them. What's that supposed to mean? Oh please, we're not at school, it's not like anyone's judging you. Just admit that you're cute. I'm not cute! Fine, whatever you say. Just focus on doing the characters. Jeez. Here, let me show you how to do it. Natsuki quickly teaches me how to use the frosting bags and we quickly get to work. Finally. You know what? The phrase I was looking for with the put in the shelves. It's pigeonholed. There we go. That's the smart way to say it. Yeah, finally. It took us longer than expected, but we finally finished and placed them neatly in rows on trays. That was fun. I guess. What? You didn't have fun? No, I did. I just didn't expect it to take that long. It wouldn't have taken that long if we didn't have to go to the store. I said I'm sorry. Yeah. I just wish we'd had more time so we could read some manga or something. But I really have to get home. My dad's making dinner tonight. Lucky. I'm on my own for dinner tonight. Frankly, I'm not really that hungry. I might just skip it. No! Natsuki's sudden outburst shocks me. I stare at her in disbelief. I mean, you shouldn't do that. You should always appreciate every meal you get. Wow, dinner must be really important to you. More than you can imagine. Growing up, we'd only really have family dinner when everyone was home. Considering both my parents worked a lot, it was a rare occurrence. Especially now. Natsuki and I sit in awkward silence before she starts for her bag. She's like, okay, thanks for telling me this. I should get going. Right, I'll walk you out. Natsuki collects her things and I walk her outside. It felt like the afternoon flew by too quickly. However, it was nice spending time with her. It was an opportunity to get to know her better. Fair enough. Well, guess I'll see you then. It was fun cooking with you. Yeah, we should do it again sometime. Huh? I'm just saying, if you ever want to bake something, I'd be glad to help. That's... Asuka steps closer and looks up at me. Her expression is tense, as if she's trying to hide her emotions. Really nice of you. I open my mouth to say something, but Natsuki quickly pulls away. You know, we know our character doesn't know anything about her situation, but, like, on the meta level, I'm pretty glad right now that, you know, she already has another kind of like a safe place where she can just escape if she needs to. And our character is a bit less of a creep in this timeline, so I feel alright for her being there. I gotta go, bye! Whoosh! Bye. Natsuki quickly rushes off and I am left alone. Guess I'd better get to cleaning. Yeah, the fun part. Gotta watch this full at least once per route. It's the day of the festival. The preparations for the event should be nearly complete given all the work everyone's put in over the weekend. I managed to carry all the cupcakes myself by carefully stacking them 4 trays in a box. Natsuki is already texting up a storm, but I can't respond thanks to my hands being full. I smile, putting my phone away. And yet somehow you managed to put your phone away, sure. Her personality even shows through her texts. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Natsuki at the festival. Oh, doesn't include Sayori this time. I guess that's because we didn't get all the heart-to-heart stuff and he doesn't care as much. Man, as much as I'm looking forward to seeing how the Natsuki thing develops, it feels only right to have Sayori up for last. But knowing Monika, I'm sure the event will be great too. It's been a while though, where is Sayori? We're meant to walk together, but she's late again. I don't want to leave her behind, but if she takes much longer, I'm going to be late for school. More time passes, there's going to be a moment of decision soon if she doesn't arrive. Just as I'm getting ready to leave, I finally spot her, slowly making her way down the street. Oh, she's alive, yes. I mean, she was alive in the Yuri route, so it's no. But I don't remember if I paid attention during this. Oh, actually, this was the exact thing. I guess at this point it's the same. Because it's skippable now. At this point it's not changed from the Yuri route that we've already done. I don't remember this whole thing of like waiting for her on Sunday. I guess I'm gonna skip it because I've been doing that. There we go, that's the difference. So yeah, basically we just, I guess, talked a bit and went to the thing. Nothing important happened there. I pull down the trays of cupcakes I'm holding and grab one of the pamphlets laid down on the desks. Because yeah, Yuri route was the read everything playthrough, and that's unfortunately gone into the ether because I didn't think to archive all on YouTube or anything. And so here we're gonna be skipping all the stuff that's shared between the routes, and so if you want to read the whole everything, play it yourself. Or you know, there's probably video playthroughs on YouTube. I put down the trays of cupcakes I'm holding and grab one of the pamphlets later. Yes, I read that already. Oh yeah, they really did. They look really pretty. That was Sayori's voice? Okay, sure. Something like this will definitely help people take this club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. Recognize the ghost poems from the ones they performed during our practice. Just then, Natsuki burst into the room, her school bag swinging wildly. Yuri trails in behind her, carrying a rolled-up banner and a large duffel bag. Alright, it's festival time! Wow, you guys got here before me? I thought that was pretty early. I'm sorry for being the last one here. Unforgivable. I'm glad that some preparation is already underway, though. It should take less time to set everything up this way. Is it just an anime thing, an anime-like writing thing, where everyone is just stating the obvious all the time? Yeah, let's work hard together, everyone! Antroid. I jump at the sudden outburst. Yes? Where are the cupcakes? Don't tell me I forgot them! Is it normal to be scared by a tiny underclassman girl? I mentally shake myself. I really gotta get it together. Relax, they're right here. Just hold on a minute. I step over to where I put down the box of cupcakes and begin unpacking the trays. Don't lay them out so messily! Quite the bossy little princess, eh? Then if you wouldn't mind. Sayori, can you help me with these? Yuri gestures at her bag, to which Sayori nods cheerfully. I help Natsuki with the cupcakes while Yuri and Sayori start putting up decorations. Meanwhile, Monika continues putting down pamphlets. It isn't long before Natsuki has carefully rearranged the cupcakes in a neat formation. Looks really good, if I say so myself. I'd have to agree, we make a pretty good team. Was there a lot of teamwork in there? Yeah, Antroid, next time we do something like this, I can carry some trays too. Yeah, it's totally fine with me. My arms are longer too after all, so I can carry more, haha. Still, we're a team, aren't we? I gotta carry my weight too. Your weight is very little. For not a good reason, but still. So you don't have to carry that much. I'm not some helpless damsel in distress, you know? Or helpless shoujo manga heroine? Alright, Mr. Kenneth! As I laugh, I glance over at Sayori and Yuri. Shoujo, what's shoujo? I don't know actually what shoujo is. I know V shoujo, but that's different. I guess it's just like, it's one of those pretty girl translations. Maybe. As I laugh, I glance over at Sayori and Yuri. There puts up a banner with an inspirational quote written on a colorful gradient of the colors of the sky. A good writer possesses not only his own spirit, but also the spirit of his friends. Yes, I've stolen their souls. I'm Shang Tsung. Shang Tsung must have been a good writer. Ah, that's a quote by the German? No, it's German, the first hunter. That's a quote by the German philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche. Nietzsche. In Russian we just say Nietzsche, I think. Nietzsche. I think yes. He's had some very interesting thoughts, although there are some that I don't quite agree with. Oh, I think I've heard of him. As usual, Yuri blesses me with her intellect. It seems that there also hung up a certain Certainly a curtain of origami paper tied to ribbons in the doorway. On close inspection, each paper has a different kanji character written on it. Hey, it looks like you did something similar to Natsuki with your kanji curtain. Is that so? I'll have to take a look at what she's done after I finish setting up. She gestures to a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. Yuri said that that's an essential oils diffuser. Woohoo! Yes, it's for aromatherapy, one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Huh? I'm excited to see how it works later. We already know that this is gonna be a disaster and everyone's gonna hate it and be bored and we're just gonna be depressed in the end. It looks like all the preparations are almost finished now. I feel like there is something missing though. Suddenly I noticed a large bag. Just did a weird tooth hitting with other tooth. I noticed a large bag sitting forlornly by itself to the side. That's Sayuri's, isn't it? Sayuri, did you forget to set up your part? Ah, did I? I did! She rushes over to the bag and quickly empties it out. It's full of small colorful bags tied shut with thin ribbons. It's a bag of bags, very Russian, I approve. Whoa! Don't worry, I'll help you. We start organizing the goodie bags in neat rows on the desks closest to the door. I pick inside one of them as we do so. You can take a bag if you want. Inside the bag I find candy stickers, inspirational quotes from poems on some sort of cardstock, and bookmarks. Looks like there's a good mix of things in here. I chose only the best candy for the festival. And the best quotes. The best bookmarks as well. Nah, the bookmarks are shit. We'll laugh as we finish up our task. Ugh, I need more motion in me. Is there a way to set up some sort of thing where I can like just constantly groove as I read this thing? My camera following me automatically. That'll be sick. Or I need to hire someone to sit behind my monitor there and just point at me all the time. Take a bag, fish out a candy and pop it into my mouth. So it really does have a good taste. I've checked. The chocolate and toffee seems to melt on my tongue. Can I have one too, Antroid? No! I can't resist those puppy dog eyes. Thanks, you're the best. I mean, yes, but you know, what else is new? By the time we finish, it looks like everyone else is done too. The classroom is now darkened and lit up by the ambient lighting of the candles. A delicate floral scent wafts through the air, courtesy of Yuri's essential oils. Sayuri and I head towards the other three girls who are huddled near the front of the classroom, murmuring to each other. Is it about time to start yet? Almost. She is way too saturated because of this darkening thing. Almost. We wrote that we were going to start at 10 AM on our process, and that's in 10 minutes. Are people actually going to show up for this? Don't be so negative. Some people have shown up already, and I'm sure that more will file in soon. You guys don't have to be worrying so much about it. I've got full faith in all of you. I've seen all of your poems. It's been amazing watching each and every one of you find and nurture your unique writing style. And she shouldn't be talking with this like intimidating voice in this timeline. She is nice here. She smiles encouragingly at each of us. I don't have enough talent to do even like consistent voices, so I'm not gonna try for a slightly different. To her credit, her words are helpful, even though I haven't been part of this club for as long as the other three. Even Antroid? Natsuki and Moni. Natsuki. Natsuki! Not just a joke, geez, though some humor would lighten the mood. Ah, sorry, just trying to make sure everyone's in the best frame of mind before we start. It's okay, Monica, we all understand and appreciate that. Yeah, we know how much this club means to you. I want it to be a success just as much as you do. Couldn't have put it better myself. Even though I've only been in the club for a few days, I felt really at home. Truth be told, I used to be kinda lonely. Knowing that I'm included, there's some included in something with people like you guys always makes me feel better. I haven't told anyone about how lonely I've been feeling. I'm a little nervous about how they'll react. They all turn to me, varying degrees of emotions on their faces. Yuri's like, hell yeah. Natsuki impassively looks to the side, while Sayuri and Yuri give me expressions of concern. Yo, Antroid, I had no idea you felt that way. I'm sorry, I really hope we can change that. But I'm so happy you feel welcome here too. It's exactly what we wanted. I agree. No one should feel alone. I know it's quite a difficult thing to experience. I feel a warm flush of gratitude in their words. Thanks guys, this means a lot. Also, Monica, I told Sayuri this earlier and I figured you might appreciate hearing this. Well, no matter how the festival goes, I just wanted to say thank you to all of you. Thanks to you guys, that lonely feeling has disappeared. You've all been so welcoming and accepting, and believe me, I'm really appreciative of that. So it's just me, maybe, but whenever someone says instead of "I really appreciate that," I'm really appreciative of that, it always kind of sounds weird to me. It's like, take note. I know this is very important for you, what I think. I am very appreciative of this. It's like a kind of like a business language, arrogant, slightly. That's how it feels to me. It's weird. So, yeah, even if this event doesn't quite go as planned, just know that I really love it here. And I'm so glad that Sayori told me about this club. Fathers don't like what we have here, well, it's their loss, right? The girls nod in agreement, smiling at me. I had no idea my words would have such an impact, but I'm glad they did in the end. It feels so rewarding to be able to give back to the club for a change. Clubber. Monica turns to me, eyes shining with appreciation. Thank you, Antroid, you're right. Hearing those words from a newcomer really makes me feel like I've succeeded in my goals as president. After all, I wanted to create a place where people can feel comfortable and share literature, and what you've just said makes me feel like it was all worth it. She turns to face the others. See guys, if we could show Antroid how amazing this club is, who's to say we can't show the other students the same thing? Don't see them as strangers, see them as potential club members. Strangers, I know. She's definitely got an inspiring way with words. Yeah, good thinking, Monica. What's the worst that could happen? Yeah. But if they say anything bad about my cupcakes, I'm gonna kill them. Yuri giggles softly. I'll help. I won't lie to you. I'm still quite nervous, but after hearing what you've said, Antroid, I realized there might be other lonely people out there. This club would be the perfect place for them. Yeah, we might even find more manga enthusiasts. Yeah, they should be lonely. That's the spirit. Now let's go and show the rest of the school just what the literature club is made of. As one cue, a few people wander into the room, curiously looking around the room. Room. Monica, room, confidently walks over and greets them. And so it begins. You know what? I probably wouldn't like... I mean, it's not like I could turn around and run away at that point. But I really don't like when I walk inside somewhere like a shop or something. Or I guess a cafe. And someone just immediately greets you as if you're... Yeah, I'm definitely... I'm not just like looking whatever the hell is here. I'm definitely gonna do something here. And I guess maybe they do that just to trap people, kind of like psychologically. It's possible. Monica and Sarah have greeted newcomers and settled them in desks throughout the classroom. Some people are already helping themselves to cupcakes, and I notice Natsuki keeping an eye on them. Meanwhile, Yuri is nervously looking through a pamphlet. I can see her soundlessly mouthing the words to her poem. Now that I think about it, I should be getting some extra practice in as well. Before I can do so, though, Monica heads back towards us with Sayori in tow. Showtime, everyone. Let's do this, guys. Time to get this over with. I can do this. We group up and stand together at the front of the classroom. Monica steps up to the podium and clears her throat, drawing the room's attention to her. Okay, everyone. Welcome to the Literature Club's poetry performance. My name is Monica, as some of you might know. Some girl sitting in the front of the classroom wave at her. And I'm the president of the club. Accompanying me is the vice president, Sayori. Hi, guys! And the rest of the club members, Yuri, Natsuki, and last but certainly not least, Antroid. We all wave back at the students with varying degrees of enthusiasm. I hope that you'll all enjoy our poetry, and that we'll be able to help contribute to a memorable festival. Literature is amazing in its ability to connect us to the human condition, and we really hope that this event will help encourage others to start participating as well. Our club will gladly welcome any new members, from those who love words and writing as well to anyone who's simply just curious and wants to learn more. After the scheduled performances, we'll be opening up the stage for anyone else who wants to perform, so don't be shy. This always felt like such an unrealistic idea for the festival thing to me first. It's like, how many people are going to come in at the same time? And so, you're just going to start performing for like 1 or 2 people in there, and you're going to have to keep performing over and over and over until it's all done. Or just once and everyone will have missed it. And then, assuming people have seen the thing, like if you had the school festival, and you saw flyers, hey, the literature club is gonna have poetry performance, you can all perform too. Would anyone, I mean, there's probably like, the sort of people who would actually prepare a poem to perform, I feel would be the sort of people who are like, I am a genius, and now I have a chance to show it. And so it'll be like, girl fanfic writers with Yuri-like attitudes about their literature. I don't know. I don't know if this club needs more Yuris. More Yuri, but not more Yuris. Now, without further ado, I'll be starting with my poem, The Way They Fly. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and I head off to settle down in the frontmost desk, saving the seat at the end for Monica. She stands there, alone, yet still radiating confidence. After flashing a smile and a wink at us, she begins. Each word is crystal clear and exudes emotion. You know what I feel like would have been better as an idea for the festival? Maybe I'm just remembering some of our school things, where we just had a big concert hall. Not big, you know, normal size. And imagine, I guess it could be possible to have like a whole day where it's just like little short performances by each of the clubs. Maybe not necessarily performances, but like them, like marketing, whatchamacallits, pitches or something, basically, to try to get people interested and showcase what they're all about. So maybe like, whatever they do, they can showcase that. And so, everyone, first of all, everyone will be there in the same hall, trapped, because they might want to watch like part of it. But then, you don't have to think of what to do for like the whole day, and you can just condense into something really small. I would love if I was in this situation, I would love that instead of this, because I hate the, you know, having to think of things to fill out time for like a report or something, some sort of thing that you have to do. Because I don't have, you know, I don't have enough imagination for things that last long. Each word is crystal clear and exudes emotion. Somehow her recitation is even better than it was only a few days ago. She must have practiced hard to try to achieve perfection. The classroom is silent at first, digging in her words. And then it's silent again because no one cares to, you know, applause. After a few moments, however, some whispering starts up in the back of the classroom. I guess that's inevitable, but it still doesn't make it any less annoying. I exchange a look with Natsuki, who rolls her eyes at the disruptions. Sayori pats my hand. Oh, didn't we have some sort of choice between Yuri and Natsuki after this whole thing? We'll see as it comes. Sayori pats my hand and gives me an encouraging smile. She's comforting as always. That's true. That's why she should be our last choice. And I don't mean last as in, you know, last we'd ever choose, but the canon one. The final one. As Monika's poem progresses, more and more people wander in. Normally this would be a good thing, but they are making a lot of noise. Thankfully they simmer down once they realize Monika's speaking, but the damage has already been done. She reaches the end of her poem, the last few words resonating in the classroom. A round of applause fills the room and Monika beams at everyone, patiently waiting for them to finish. Thank you for listening, everyone. I hope you enjoyed my poem and that it gave you a flavor of what this club is like. For the newcomers, welcome. We are just in the midst of showing you all of our poems. For the benefit of those who have just joined, she quickly reintroduces everyone. Anyway, up next is Natsuki. Take it away! Natsuki stumbles slightly as she makes her way to the front of the class. I guess the nerves are really getting to her. It does help that someone sniggers, causing her to turn and glare at them. Sayori seems to notice too as she hastens to shoot Natsuki a reassuring smile. Natsuki stands at the front of the classroom with her poem in hand, slight traces of irritation still visible in her face. Anyway, so my poem's called Jump! Actually, don't jump, no, you've got so much to live for. She takes a deep breath and begins her recital. Just as I was hoping, she's able to inject her trademark bouncy style into the performance, bringing the words to life. She doesn't quite radiate the contents Monika did, but her unique style shines through, giving the poem a flow and a rhythm. While simple, it's effective. My heart sinks as I start picking up on the newcomers having their own conversation in the back of the room. I'm hit with the surge of anger. Anger. How can they be so inconsiderate? It's clear that they aren't paying any attention, and from the pause and change in Natsuki's tone, she's clearly picked up on it as well. Why can't they just save their stupid, selfish conversations for after our performances? Actually, I should be skipping all this. I just realized. Woo! Honestly, partially because this is cringe central, I don't really want to read through how shit everything is. Okay, let's see what the choice is. Actually, I guess since we were able to skip all this kind of means that the same choice was for the Yuri route, so we had to choose between Monika and Natsuki. And I kind of forget who we chose last time, so I'm gonna save here. First of all, refresh our memory at what actually happened here. Okay, yeah, I see. That's the general gist. So, I think I might have sided with Natsuki then? Yes. And honestly, I feel like I did a dumb in that. Because I've trapped myself. I don't want to side against Natsuki in the Natsuki route. I guess I'm gonna side against Natsuki in the Sayuri route then. So I didn't have to save, technically. Whoop-de-doo. Monika's gonna sulk and just like freaking, and then apologize. And now we're gonna reconcile and tell, like, hype ourselves up. What's interesting is that I don't remember... Oh, no, okay. I don't remember all that stuff with Natsuki after everything there, so that's kind of weird. Actually, let me load real quick. I'm gonna just see, because it's hard to scroll that up, if not impossible to scroll that high up in history. I want to see what the hell we're doing in Natsuki after school, because I don't remember that. Ah, yes. So that's just literally because we chose Natsuki, I guess. We have a little scene with her, and we had it with on the Yuri route as well. White chocolate. I do like white chocolate. I bought some fancy ass chocolate today, right before I almost died. I wonder if this will carry through. No, it's not lit well enough. It's fancy ass. It has like shreds of dried fruit and nuts. I hope it doesn't melt here on my window. Still. Okay. Yes, Sayuri, Yuri, Monica, blah blah blah. Yeah, so we've read this all. And now a lot of the same stuff gonna happen here. Apparently I'm reading Yuri's book for some reason. This is probably still faster than reading the whole thing again. But I have to remember what the hell was happening here, the context. You got the house, library. And we meet Monica here. So I guess we just enter the library. I quickly flip to where I left off last night and begin reading. When did my character start reading Portrait of Markov? Okay, sure. Not the manga. I would expect us to just be reading Natsuki's manga. If all the novels he reads are like this, I can see why I should be so absorbed in them all the time. Although I can't help but feel the itch to read manga in the back of my mind. There we go, my man. It's like an addiction at this point. I can't help but prefer manga to those prose novels. I cannot relate actually at this point because I'm reading War and Peace right now. So, you know, that's... actually, I see all the books of it and I thought it was way bigger, but it's like 4 medium-sized tomes. Very medium, pretty small actually. I'm in the middle of a chapter when I feel a tap on my shoulder. Oh, hey Natsuki. What's up? Not much, just doing some reading. Half expected to be home playing video games. Nah, that's my plan for tomorrow. Natsuki chuckles. Now, what are you doing here? Oh, I was just checking this out. Natsuki holds up the novel she has in her hands. Red Autumn Ride. Yeah, I used to read that. Really? Yeah, I actually have the first couple of volumes at home. Well, this is only the first one. Actually, do you want to borrow my manga then? After you're done? I guess that's a manga. Novel? Light novel? No. I mean, it's not like you really need to do that, since I can just go to the library. Oh, well, suit yourself. But it is more convenient to do that because I won't have to walk all the way here. Instead, I have to walk all the way to your home. Or, I'm actually, I guess she's implying that I will bring it. So, you know what? Just text me when you need one. Yeah! I mean, if that's what you want to do. Will you sit down? On the ceiling? Eh, fine. I want to get this started anyway. Yes. Oh shit. I have set up the lighting just right because this lights up my eyes when I'm doing creepy face. Natsuki takes a seat next to me and we both start reading our respective books. I occasionally look over to see where Natsuki is in the volume. I vaguely remember what happens in the series, but seeing it again, the memories start coming back. You know what, I kind of want to find something out real quick. I do have it set, okay, yeah. Whoop! Come back. What are you looking at? Natsuki's voice suddenly snaps me out of my thoughts. Oh, nothing. Humph. I go back to Portrait of Markov. Out of the corner of my eye, I notice Natsuki peeking at me. Calling me out for peeking when she peeks at me. A bit hypocritical. Hypocritical, not hypocritical. Don't you think? You know, I'm actually kind of thirsty. Aren't we all? Speaking of thirsty, literally. Delicious citrus flavored tea. I'm gonna go grab a drink. Want anything? Yeah, can I get a... Actually, you'll probably just end up getting me the wrong one. I'll come with you. Alright. Ah, the vending machine. Home to some of life's greatest choices. Eventually, I settle on a lemon lime soda. I'll give him lemon lime. I like orange. Although my decision was fairly quick, the same can be said for Natsuki, who somehow looks both irritated and thoughtful at the same time. You look like someone who's trying to choose a house to buy, you know? Big decision, isn't it? Oh, shut up! I chuckle a bit as Natsuki continues to look. You know, when you said I would end up getting the wrong one, I thought that meant you knew what you wanted. Well, they don't have what I wanted here, okay? Jeez! Say this outburst was unexpected would be a bit of an understatement. Instinct tells me that I should apologize, even though I don't really think I was that rude. I'm sorry? Natsuki gives me a slightly flustered look. It's fine. Although I am paying for it. So I think I have some sort of right to tease. Natsuki huffs and turns back to the machine. The machine! Her eyes dart back and forth a bit before she sighs. Okay, I'll just take this one, cause I really don't care. I just want to read. Natsuki presses some buttons and her soda drops out the bottom of the machine. Drinks in hand, we'll make our way back to the table. Are you really allowed to have soda in the library? Or at least we would if there weren't some other students sitting at our table. It's a boy and a girl, and based on how the guy has his arm around the girl, definitely dating. What are they doing there? Natsuki barely mouths her question to me. No idea. I take my seat and pop off the tab of my soda. After taking a swig, I return to Portrait of Markov. The eye on the cover stares ominously back at me. How are you reading and yet have the cover staring at you? Wait, was he? I'm sure he was reading. Yeah, maybe he didn't open it, hasn't opened it yet. A chill runs down my spine and I can't help but feel uneasy. Maybe I should have read some manga, like usual. I look over to Natsuki and her own manga. Natsuki sits with her legs crossed, holding her volume up by her face. There is an awkwardness in the air that keeps distracting me despite my attempts at ignoring it. I sneak glances over to the couple. They're both reading out of some large book, possibly a textbook. Not exactly my idea of a date, but hey, whatever works. We're just about to able to ignore him and carry on reading until the girl's voice rings out. Hey, I think I've seen you guys before. We both look up at her. Although she claimed to recognize us, I don't think I've seen her before. That festival you guys held, you know, trigger pointer thing. Natsuki's look of anger swiftly prompts me to respond. Alright, what exactly am I meant to say here? Talk about an awkward situation. Guys make a cute couple. She smiles sweetly. That came out of nowhere. No way, we're just friends, jeez. They both chuckle, seeing Natsuki so flustered. No shame, you'd make a cute couple. Aiyah! The girl cuts Natsuki off. Okay, babe, we should get going. The guy nods and packs up the book. They both quickly head out the door, leaving Natsuki and I bewildered. I look over at her. She has an expression that's half confusion and half embarrassment. Well, that just happened. Some food for thought, huh? I know how much you love looking cute. Yeah. Even with them gone, the awkward feeling in the air remains. But at least it's easier to focus now. I try and pick off from where I stopped. After a couple of minutes of reading, I start getting into my book, and the embarrassment begins to fade away. The outside world starts to drown out as I become more and more invested in the story. I stay like this until I finish the chapter, to which I finally come back to reality. To which I found. Closing the volume, I look up at Natsuki, equally invested in the manga she's reading. Almost done, just a couple pages. Do I have my cursor? Yeah, cursor is showing up. Maybe I just can start pressing space for a bit. You know, just to vary things a bit. Almost done, just a couple pages. Looks like you've pretty invested. You're pretty invested. Yeah, it's alright, the characters aren't really that likable so far. Gee, I don't remember liking any of them when I started it too. At least some of them do the right things when it counts. At least some of them do the right things when it counts. At least some of them do the right thing. Hey, spoilers! Sorry, that kind of just slipped out. Humph. Anyway, do you still want the second volume? Sure. Alright, I'll bring it on Monday. Yes. I don't get how you can prefer that creepy book Yuri gave you over manga. Perfect Girls is probably way more interesting. Honestly, I would probably prefer the book. Well, I can't deny that it's creepy, but you should give it a shot. It's actually pretty intriguing. I wonder if it's probably going to be the same as in Yuri's route, it's going to be important to set up Yuri and Natsuki as good friends throughout, you know, also supporting Natsuki. Yeah. With supporting Yuri, I don't know, I've made all the wrong choices, but in hindsight it was pretty obvious that we needed to push her to like be more confident and do things on her own instead of just helping her with everything all the time. Like talking to people over the phone or service people like the cashier. Yeah, cashier. Yeah. So with Natsuki, whose problem really mostly is her dad, I wonder what the hell is gonna happen. And then with Sayori, holy shit, that's gonna be a bunch of eggshells to walk over with her. I wonder if her depression is gonna be the, you know, the source of possible bad ending. It's actually pretty intriguing. I'll pass, I don't like horror, so... Oof. As someone who loves horror, I would not be compatible with Natsuki. I mean, we don't have to like all the same things, of course. How about this? I'll read Perfect Girls if you read Portrait of Markov. I already did read Perfect Girls, don't I? Nice one. Slipped right past her defenses there. I don't know, maybe. Natsuki glanced at the clock. I gotta go. Alright, see you Monday, Natsuki. Yeah, bye. Whoosh. Natsuki puts the volume in her bag and heads for the door. As I continue reading my book, I can't help but crack a smile at the thought of sharing my manga with her on Monday. Whoop, we've seen this. Oh! Act 2 Patience. And that's the S thing, apparently everyone draws but me. That's Monica, I guess. Yuri, fuck off. And then Natsuki just screaming at people. What was with Yuri? It was a different title to the thing. You know what? I wanna see one thing. Right before this, instead we're here with Yuri, and instead we're doing this like talking about. Wow, this was long. Wait, no. Wait. I guess it skipped over the load. Ah, it's... wait. Why is it purple here? Is it different? I guess it's different. It's... yeah, cold air, it's not the same. So, maybe this? Let me just real quick... oh, wow, this even has episode 2 colors. Was the air cold? I don't think the air was cold when we go to the library with Natsuki. So let me just quickly... no, yeah, this seems like it is the same, so... I just want to see the opening. Yeah, wow, interesting. So in Yuri's route... I don't remember the whole cold air thing, but in Yuri's route this whole scene was way longer because we talked a lot in the park and stuff. I just want to see the opening to Act 2 in the Yuri route if it shows it here. Which I hope it does, but it might not. Because it skipped over, but it might have just skipped over the thing as well. Yeah. Ooh, I can spam spacebar faster than mouse buttons. Yeah. So Yuri's thing is alone to... ah, that's right. Because it's the third deck that was called All Wounds. Alone Together, right. I already forgot what the hell the... not, okay. One more thing. Just to immediately remember what the hell second act was called with Natsuki. Go! And it's not gonna say, damn it, okay. I need better timing there. I need better timing. Alright, skipping. Okay, I'm not gonna skip through the end of the library part. Okay, wait, this... Ah, fine. Let's just spam it a little bit. Get back on track. What's the name of Act 2 for Natsuki? And just continue. For some reason I want to load, even though this is literally the exact same result as not loading. Okay, Monday. Patience! There we go. I guess I saved instead of loading. Whatever. As I said, that's the exact same choice. And everything is the same. Oops. That would have been worse in some other situation, possibly, potentially. Sigh. Another Monday. Cannot skip this. Another week of school. I also didn't get much sleep last night. Fun. Oh well, it's not like I can skip class. Even if I did, if Mom found out, I wouldn't hear the end of it. But I like my free time, so I'll keep my mouth shut and do my work. The familiar chatter of students fills the hallways as I change into my school shoes. I waited up for Sayori today, so I arrived at school later than usual. Homeroom starts soon, so I'd better get moving. Yeah, wait up! Huh? I spin around looking for the source of the voice. I find Natsuki not that far behind me. How did you not recognize Natsuki's voice all of a sudden? Oh, hi Natsuki. Hey! Do you have that copy of Red Autumn yet? OG, right here. I open up my bag and pull out the manga. Natsuki quickly snatches it out of my hands. Do you have Parfait Girls? It's in the literature club, duh? I don't have it on me. Oh, alright. Dang, I was kinda hoping she had it on her. But it's in the literature club. Okay. I was looking for something to do in the homeroom. Do you think I have enough time to go and grab... Did a fly just fly out of my mouth as I was reading? I hope not. I think it just flew like this. Not a fly, just like this little 1 pixel thing. There was that one mythical creature. I forget. I think it was like Scottish or something. Of the smallest creature in the world, which was like a little bug that lived in the ears of ticks. So it's like a tick for a tick. Which is a really weird concept. But that's what I think like these little thingamajigs are. By default. Do you think of Hamhu? I doubt it. Homeroom starts in like 3 minutes. I check the clock on a nearby wall. Oh yeah, jeez. What homeroom are you in, by the way? 1C, you? 2B. Or not to... I didn't know you were a first year. My amazing poem abilities made you think otherwise, didn't they? No, it's your grown-up figure. I can't help but smile a bit at how proud she is of her poetry. Indeed they did. Who's your homeroom teacher? I have Omi-sensei. She's also my English teacher. Oh, I remember her. One of my classmates had her last year. Had her? What do you mean? They said she was really strict. Strict. Yeah, she is. She freaks out if literally anybody is late. But she is almost always late. It's so stupid. Gee, I've heard all the stories. My homeroom teacher is late sometimes too. But I mean, he cuts everyone some slack, so no one really minds. He's pretty chill. Lucky! Talking about nonsense, go hurry to the class. Anyway, what can I expect from this one? What one? Second volume! Natsuki taps her finger on the novel. Duh! Alright, that one. Oh, from what I can remember, it's relatively the same as Parfait Girls. And yet I read it, I guess as a kid. First volume is an intro to the character. Oh, I guess same in that respect. Intro to the characters. Second volume is where things start picking up. Alright. Why did Natsuki have my voice? I don't know. Suddenly I hear the bell ring. My eyes dart over to the clock. It's 8:40! Oh crap, we're gonna be late! Natsuki eyes meet the clock. Natsuki eyes meet the clock and her facial expression mirrors mine. That's to say, panic. Oh god, how long did we talk? Oh, I'll see you at the literature club. Yeah, that was such an involved conversation. Yeah, bye. Natsuki and I bolt in opposite directions. When I get to my class, I'm one of the last to arrive. As per usual, Sakurai, isn't he? Sakurai, the teacher, the history teacher, is also the homeroom. Unless I don't know what the hell homeroom is. Huh. Stretching, you know. Not that I'm complaining, mind you. Without him here, everyone is talking amongst themselves rather than finding their seats. I think I'll drop my stuff off and grab a quick drink. Hey, Antroid. Huh? Oh, hey, Shiori. Hey. I just wanted to say I really like your poem. Poem? Oh, the festival, right. What, you forgot already? I've been trying to. Yeah, I don't blame you. Those guys were idiots. You could say that again. Yeah, it sucks you guys had to deal with that. Interesting, this is unskippable yet. That ought to mess up your whole getting members thing. You don't say. Hey, speaking of which, you did say you were going to come to one of our meetings, right? Oh, yeah, that was just to make Monica feel better. I'm not actually going. It clashes with my band practice anyway. I thought she was going to say it clashes with my cool image and personality. Okay, fair enough. It's just unfortunate that we couldn't control them, even though it's our club. They only stopped when that one girl yelled at all of them. Who yelled at them? I don't remember who yelled at them. Oh, Natsuki. Okay, that's right. Yeah, I wish it hadn't come to that. But oh well, nothing we can do now. Yup. Alright, well, time for attendance since Sakurai isn't here. Again. Shiori snickers at my little joke. I know, right? Anyway, returns to the rest of the class. In your seats, everybody, let's take attendance. Everybody breaks up from their groups and takes their seats. I do the same and idly watch her as she takes the attendance. About 2 minutes pass before the door opens and in walks Sakurai. My apologies, class. Had a late night. Besides, it should be illegal to make people wake up before 9. Weakling. A light laughter follows his quip. He's certainly not wrong. Alright, it's time to take attendance. Let's see here. Oh, it seems like someone beat me to it. He looks up at Shiori, who smiles proudly in return. So, on the Imai, yes, we've decided that she's Imai. So, only Imai is absent. It's when cue the door swings open and in walks Imai. Sir, don't worry about it, Imai. Trust me, I'm not in a position to criticize people for being late. More laughter. That was a prime example of why Sakurai is so popular and respected among the students. Alright guys, let's get right to it. Pull out your notes. A couple of groans come from the back of the class. Yeah, I know, but we've got a lot to cover today. Now, if you've been paying attention, which I hope you have been, you'll know our current focus is on the 20th century Europe. Specifically the events leading up to World War I. How is this not skippable? I get... Maybe the Yuri and Natsuki routes are just not gonna have any skippable parts between them. Now the question is, what kind of political climate leads to a war that ended up killing 17 million people? Well guys, I'm glad you asked. Or at least I'll pretend like you did. Looks like the lesson time has begun. I'm thinking in Sakurai's voice. The lesson continues on as normal, with nothing out of the ordinary happening. Notes are taken, questions are answered, normal boring classroom stuff. Despite how typical the lesson is, Sakurai's energy holds my attention so well that the bell surprises me. A couple people say goodbye, most of us just wave as Sakurai packs up his stuff and walks out the door. It's finally lunchtime. This is probably my favorite part of the day, excluding the literature club, of course. Sayori is in my lunch period. Maybe I'll sit with her today. If I can find her, that is. Oh, there she is. Sayori sitting by the wall on the bench all alone. She gazing off into the distance, staring at nothing. Maybe I won't disturb her. She seems like she's not in a good mood today. Fucking sit with Sayori. Hey, Sayori. What? It seems I startled her. Guess she didn't see me coming. They never do. Oh, hi, Antroid. I didn't see you there. Sorry about that. I was just wondering if you wanted to eat lunch together. You know, like we used to. Sure, that sounds like fun. Alright, cool. Fine! Sayori slides over and I take a seat next to her. Both of us reach into our bags and pull out our lunches. So, how's the day been so far? Not bad. I kinda fell asleep in math class. Sayori, exactly what time did you go to bed last night? That's not important, I was just tired, I swear. I raise an eyebrow. Sayori? Besides, math class is boring. Alright, fair enough. She breathes a sigh of relief. Hey, wait! You were saying you were really sleepy on our walk to school today, and complaining that you had a hard time falling asleep. Maybe... I'm sorry, you can't tell me to go to bed early if you're not going to bed early either. That's hypocrisy. Fine, you got me. But I love hypocrisy. But that doesn't change the fact that you need to go to bed earlier. You need to do it too. Okay, how about this? I'll go to bed earlier if you do too. You know a way to make sure that we go to bed at the same time? We'll find out on the third round. Fair enough. Alright, cool. They should make us come to school so early anyway. Gee, but if we started late, we'd probably finish in the late afternoon or the evening. Oh yeah. Besides, I have Sakura in the morning and he makes history enjoyable. Don't you like history? Depends on the subject matter. Some time periods are more interesting than others. You know what? I kinda wish deep down that I could just retake school. For an easy approach to just like distilled history for idiots. Because I want to know more, because I've skipped like all the knowledge in school. And now I've got to do it myself. Fuck. Some time periods... yes, I've read this. Yeah, I guess so. What's your favorite time period? Right now. Dumb question. I don't know, you? Oh, ancient Greece. I love the Greek gods. I do love ancient Greece. I feel like... recently I was looking stuff up. And I saw the map of Greece and like, you know, the sea there and everything. And I was like, whoa! Nostalgia. And apparently there was just a period of my life when the map of Greece was like super relevant to me or something. Which, I don't know. I guess I read the book on Greek myths for kids. And I guess we probably studied Greece in history, but not that extensively. And it was a long time ago, and I wasn't into it in school. Though I do like the ancient period as well. But I was like, holy shit. It's like returning to some game that you remember playing as a kid and never ever since. I was like, wow, this map means so much to me, even though I can't remember why. It's really weird, a weird feeling. Wait, no, the Roman Empire, yeah, their culture is so interesting. Didn't the Romans just steal their culture from the Greeks? Oh, I take it back, ancient Greece is the best. I can't help but smile. Sayori is still as bubbly as ever. Yeah, Greece best waifu. Well, there's the bell. See you at the Literature Club, Sayori. Literature Club. Bye, Antroid. There we go. No, we're gonna skip all that stuff, okay. Yeah, from now on, it's... Wow, this... almost as if this has underwent the 4Kids censorship. Dubbing... localization. No text. Literature Club. Best part of my day. The week has dragged by really slowly, but thankfully it's Friday today. I'm going to drink some tea. A blessing in the sense that you're home, free, once school is over. Curse in the sense that it makes the day seem a lot longer than usual. Oh well, no one's complaining. If I remember correctly, Natsuki said she had a poem she wanted to show me. It took a bit of coaxing in the beginning, but I've gotten to the point where Natsuki that she'll actually take my constructive criticism. There we go. She's very stubborn when it comes to her poems and writing style, so this is a big step forward. At least for me it is. I'm not completely sure if the other girls are on good terms with Natsuki at the moment. Ever since the festival, things have been kinda tense. It eased up a bit, yay, but it's still there. I don't really know how to deal with it, I thought. Well, though, not I thought. I don't think anyone does. I'm gonna sneeze or something right now. No, I'm not. So for now, we're kinda stuck. How long? An hour. After a bit of walking, I reach the club room door, but find myself hesitating to open it. You know, I kinda don't feel like dealing with all the tension in the club today. And I'm suddenly feeling tired. And also, I think I left my oven open. Maybe I'll just... Whoa! I jump back startled. Natsuki sticks her head out the door with a confused look on her face. Hey, you're coming in or what? You were just standing outside like an idiot. Not standing there like an idiot. Oh, I was thinking of excuses to go home. I sigh. Well, no turning back now. Yeah, I'll be right in. Well, hurry it up, we don't have all day. I hear you. I walk inside the club room and I'm greeted by the same old sight. Monica is talking to Sayori at the front of the room. Yuri is reading at one of the desks and Natsuki is lost somewhere in the closet. Wow. Quickly. She pops out about a minute later with a piece of paper in her hands. Here, take a look at this one. Oh wow, new poems. Did we have that with Yuri? The deer, a beaten down path in between the trees. As I walk along, all of a sudden I see a deer in the thicket, staring back at me. He struts his antlers like it's a crown. He has soft brown fur that blends in with the ground. He has gentle hooves that don't make a sound. He is the king of the forest and I must bow down. A deer in the thicket, staring back at me. He turns around and runs into the trees. Not stuck on the path, allowed to roam free. Oh, how I wish that were me. Nice. So what did you think? Not bad, not bad at all. Natsuki smiles proudly. I think that I get the symbolism. The deer represents a sort of desire to be free, to follow your passions, yay? Passions. Yeah, that's about right. I see. Ska. Yeah, I like the symbolism. Is this your first time writing about anything nature related? Yeah, why? Oh, well, this is just my opinion. But I feel like you could have been a bit more descriptive. Huh? What do you mean? Well, what really makes your poems unique and how they convey complex ideas with simpler words and phrases. Well, nature, if you look at it from a certain angle, isn't really all that complex, it's just pretty. And when describing something pretty, typically descriptive words would work better. I get that nature wasn't the primary focus of the poem, but I think more descriptive words would have added to it. You know what I mean? Natsuki looks at me quizzically. Strangely enough, I don't really see any anger in her expression, more just skepticism. Finally, she speaks up. Since when did you become a poem expert? Huh? What are you talking about? I'm not a poem expert. Are you kidding me? You sounded like Monica there. No! I'm not gonna lie, I did not expect that. Monica's smart. Well, what can I say? You've had an effect on me. Oh, really? How so? I'm smitten. Well, you've taught me to look at poems more constructively. And my style is very much like yours. Well, I'd be lying if I said I haven't been listening to your constructive criticism. So yeah, I find myself smiling. I hand back Natsuki's poem. Hey, you want to read some of More Perfect Girls or something? Oh, yes, sure. Cool, I'll go grab it. Usual spot? Yep. Gotcha. Natsuki goes to sit over by the wall while I grab the book from my bag. Which volume are you on, by the way? 8 or 9? I can't remember. 8. Ah, I think I just heard Natsuki's thing in my voice. Also, I'm kind of confused about why didn't this thing change to blue? Maybe that was Yuri route marking. Oh shit! Is this not the shit? This is Natsuki route marking. Is different from the basic, like whatchamacallits, diamonds or whatever usually were. So this is the unique Natsuki color and texture and stuff. Though I feel like clouds were a thing as well. Maybe because this is called Blue Skies. Yuri also had clouds, but it was more like stars and stuff. But Natsuki instead has a balloon. That's cool. That's really cool. I did not think... For some reason, I just thought the blue thing was just like Act 2. It did not even remotely connect in my mind that it was just Yuri specific. Hey, I remember you mentioning that you'd be open to baking some more or something. I'm free tomorrow, so like if you want to. I'd love to. Really? Oh, yes. Of course. Oh, yes. I had a blast baking with you back during the festival. I'd be glad to do it again. Sure, that sounds good. What time do you want to come over? 2, will that work? Works just fine. Okay, cool. Alright now, where were we? Okay, everyone. I'd like you all to come to the front. I have an idea you guys might want to hear. Alright, never mind, I guess. Yeah, I swear she times perfectly just to mess with us. Fucking cockblocker. All I can do is shrug at Natsuki, and I join Yuri, and so you're in the front of the room. So guys, you know, Halloween is coming up pretty soon. Actually, we do have the skip Halloween thing, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna skip it manually, like a real man. Hopefully it works, though. Imagine if it doesn't work, if it doesn't let you skip. I guess it makes sense that it doesn't let anything skip, because different background probably means it's considered like different dialogue, even maybe if it's all unchanged. I don't know if it's changed, because obviously I don't remember the details from Yuri's part. But if they let you skip Halloween, actually, that kind of makes me feel like maybe Halloween is gonna be the same, but just with a different background. Maybe not skippable. So I'm gonna... Should I... You know what, nah, I'm gonna skip it manually, fuck it. So guys, as you know, Halloween is coming up pretty soon. So Sayori and I were talking, and she suggested that we could have a Halloween party. Thoughts? Because I'm also just interested to see if it's gonna be skippable from here. A Halloween party? How many people are we talking exactly? Oh, just us. It's more like a get-together than a full-blown party. Yeah, we could all dress up, play games, and share ghost stories. Or better yet, we could all write horror poems and share them. I see a slight flicker in Yuri's eyes when Monica mentions horror poems. I think that could be fun. If you guys want to, that is. Natsuki sighs. Do they have to be horror poems? Well, it's Halloween, isn't it? If you really want to, Natsuki, you can write about something different. No, it's fine, I can manage. It's just we haven't shared poems since the festival. As predicted, the club room goes silent. The tension in the air is painfully apparent, and all it took was a mention of the festival. Sayori and I exchange glances before Monica finally breaks the awkward silence. That is true. Well, I guess this will be where we start it up again. Ah! Monika's voice begins to trail off, but I start talking before the club devolves into another awkward silence. Ah, what about food? Ah, good question, Antroid. Food is important. Ah, Antroid and I could bake cookies. Antroid? Does that sound good? Gee, that sounds fine. I'm down. I'm down. I'm down. Great. How about drinks? Yuri? Me? Ooh. I guess I could bring some refreshments. Excellent. Thank you, Yuri. Sayori and I will bring chips and things like that. Chips are the best. I have one question, Monika. Yeah, what is it? Where would we be having the party? Right here in this club room. Wait. Assuming we'll be having the party while it's dark out, wouldn't the school be closed? Yes, it will be. After seeing the devious grin on Sayori's face, I finally get it. Oh! Okay, yeah, I'm down. Let's do it. You guys couldn't possibly be suggesting a break into the school? Bingo! Sayori! Sayori! Monika, you let Sayori talk you into this? Well, truth be told, that's the one part that I'm not particularly keen on. Maybe we could have it at one of our houses. Ooh, your house. Ooh, yes. My house, my house, my house. Let's go. Natsuki? No way, my dad would never let me have a party at our house. Come on, screw having it at our houses. Let's break into the school. Ooh, we could get in so much trouble. Ah, come on, you live a little. Besides, you know how creepy it'll be? School during the night? You can't compare that to hosting it at one of our houses. Yeah, Antroid is right. The school will be perfect. You know, Sayori, I never took you for a rule breaker. I'm actually kind of impressed. Sayori smiles a devilish grin. That's not very devilish. Ah, yeah. Sayori's always had a mischievous side to her. Oh, don't be so mean, Antroid. Alright, sorry. You know I'm right, though. Sayori begins to jokingly pound, deciding a smile from me. Ooh, if you guys really insist. Well, if everyone else is okay with it, then I suppose the school will do. Oh, before I forget, Yuri. Yes? Do you think you could do something atmosphere-related for the party, like what you did with the festival? Yuri closes her eyes and takes a breath. Yes, of course. It won't be exactly like the festival. Why am I doing Natsuki? Yes, of course. It won't be exactly like the festival, if that's alright. Yeah, no problem. We'll sort out the finer details later, so don't worry. So, poems, ghost stories, food, what else? Oh, costumes! Ah, yes, costumes. Thank you, Sayori. Oh, do we have to? Come on, Natsuki, please. It'll be fun, I swear. Fine, I'll dress up. Thank you! I can't wait to see what everyone will come up with. Woohoo! It'll surely be a sight to see. Almi's doing as many hoo-hoos from Yuri, from the route, because she's not going to feature so much in this. There's a general murmur of agreement between everyone. Alright, well, I think that's about it. And would you look at that, right on time. Good talk today, guys. See you all later. Whoop-de-doop. It's Saturday. Natsuki's coming over again, and I'm stressing out like it's the festival all over again. Mainly just because my house is a mess. Alright, well, I have an hour before Natsuki gets here. I better get to cleaning. Or not. I did the confused thing because in my head for some reason it's like, you know the thing when you are almost asleep and just like some random ass thought pops in and then you realize, like, you come back to yourself and say, what? Why am I thinking of that? Why am I seeing that image in my head? For some reason I was expecting like a mini game cleaning the place, even though I know that's not gonna be here, but you know. I reluctantly head to the door to let Natsuki in. Hey! Natsuki, you're an hour early. So, what does this matter? Well, I step out the way of the doorframe and point towards my living room. I was gonna clean. Was being the key word. Okay, I see your point. That is messy. Oh, be quiet. Natsuki laughs and jokingly jabs me in the arm. Alright, well, come on. We don't have all day. I'm coming. I should be very careful about the intonation and, you know, the tone of voice that I read that kind of line in. Natsuki steps inside and heads straight for the kitchen. She wastes no time plopping her bag of supplies down and getting straight to work. I brought everything we need, so we don't have to go shopping this time. Go out shopping this time. Gee. What are we making exactly? I was thinking cookies this time. I love cupcakes, but let's switch it up a bit. Sounds good to me. Alright, you can do the frosting, I'll do the dough. Why can't I do the dough? Because I don't trust you with the dough. Besides, frosting is the best part of cookies. I don't see why you're complaining. Alright, fine. Cookies have frosting. I guess they would. Frosting, that needs powdered sugar and butter. And milk. Yes, and milk. Mix the sugar and butter first and beat in the milk. Don't do it all at once. I hear you. You know what? I'm always half confused and half irritated by these like little details about the things you wouldn't think would matter while cooking. It annoys me because like, what the... It should all be simple. Fuck this shit. But then some people have found out at some point in the history of humanity that, you know, very specific ways to prepare things results in apparently tasting or being better in some slight way. And that's just bewildering to me. Like, whoever just experimented with that kind. I mean, obviously, a lot of people are so into cooking and have enough time and money, I guess, to experiment. Because I never want to experiment with cooking anything, because I'm just like, okay, I'm just going to waste all the supplies I bought and I have to eat for a week. I hear you. I reach in Natsuki's bag and pull out the necessary ingredients. Trays are under the oven, by the way. I figured. Just making sure. I pull a large mixing bowl out of the cupboards and begin making the frosting. Sugar and butter, just like she said. Beat the milk. Once it's finally done, she grabs some pumpkin-shaped cookie cutters from her bag and begins making little pumpkin-shaped cookies. That's a lot less dough this time. Well, it's only for us. We don't have to cater for an entire crowd this time. Thank God. You could say that again. I could. I'm not gonna. Have you noticed how tense the Literature Club has been? Of course I have. Anyone with half a brain could. And I have got 2 of those. It's all because of that stupid festival. God, the festival. We sure grown. Oh, thanks for sticking up for me, though. I told you that could have been important, even though it was Act 1. I hope it was important. So, with Sayori, I'm gonna stick with Monica, I guess. And I was being mean to Monica, and I'm not proud of it. Well, you apologized, yeah? I did, but everything's still so awkward. Yeah, that is a problem. Well, I'd say just give it time. The Halloween party is in a couple of days. I'm sure everything will be less tense after a night of partying. I guess you're right. It just sucks that we have to deal with all of this. You could say that again. I do appreciate it though. It was really nice of you. Natsuki looks up at me. I rise to meet, but only for a split second before she turns away. Don't mention Natsuki. Ding! Looks like the cookies are done. Natsuki's voice really goes down when she's nervous. Guess that means I better get back to the frosting. Here, let me see how you're doing. Natsuki walks over to my workstation and inspects the bowl. Not bad. The bowl. My bowels. Don't expect my bowels. Protect my bowl. No, how was it? I don't remember. Protect the bowl. Practice makes perfect, eh? Natsuki snickers and jokingly rolls her eyes. And then add in the food coloring now. I'll get to work on the chocolate. On it. It took about 20 minutes, but Natsuki and I have finally frozen and decorated the cookies, so they look like little pumpkins. With a sheet of cookies laid down on the table, Natsuki and I take a step back and admire our hard work. Ah, the best part of cooking, admiring your creation. I kind of want to remember what the hell did we do with Yuri here. Holy shit, I forgot all about how Yuri's route went. Only selective scenes remain in my mind. Isn't the best part eating it? Actually, yeah, you're right. Speaking of which, Natsuki snatches a cookie off the tray and shoves it in her mouth. Hey! I thought these were for the party! Natsuki just smiles at me. Fine, then I'm taking one. Go ahead, they won't know. I grab a cookie and take a bite out of it. Holy crap! I outdid myself with the frosting. Natsuki jabs me in the arm. Screw you! You're welcome. I laugh and Natsuki joins in. After grabbing one more cookie, we'll start packing away. Is it weird that I'm kind of let down by how naturally we're progressing towards like just being cozy with each other? Because I wanted more drama with getting close to Natsuki. But I guess we're not very close yet, so it's gonna be, drama's gonna come. Alright, Antroid, I'll see you later. I'll take the cookies and I'll meet you in at school tomorrow, okay? In school. Oh, I thought I was gonna walk with you from your house. Nah, I'll meet you in school. Okay. Oh, okay, yes, exactly. Yeah, grand minds think alike. Natsuki starts off and I close the door behind her. Well, that was a bit weird. Oh well, I still had a lot of fun. Man, I really need to find more excuses for us to bake stuff together. Whoosh! Weird how the text box pops out a little bit and then it just... Okay, so it is skippable. Weird. I guess there's literally just nothing important here for the arcs, no choices or anything, and no changes, so that's why they just allowed us to skip it, like, without even this, even faster than this. Yeah, these are the same, I think, yeah. Whoosh! Jesus, yes. Actually, part of me kind of wanted to reread them, but at the same time, not really. Yep. Man, Sayuri's poem just like at the same time, you know, it's kind of creepy and kind of just sad. Creepy in a cool supernatural way. What if that would be taken literally, you know, like just like this invisible phantom that only you can see that just like affects you. It could be like a setup for some sort of psychological little ditty where you expect, I mean, it's probably very cliche, right? You have this monster with you and you expect, I mean, it's like so cliche, I'm sure it's been done 100 times. You have that kind of monster that, like, I think actually it was in the movies, that follows you and like drains your strength or something, and it's all a metaphor for depression or some other thing like that. Anyway, ring, ring, ring. Yeah. What is that noise? Oh, it's my phone. Someone's calling me. If it's not skippable, is it our mom or is it Natsuki? Call her in vision seconds. Yeah. Whatever, I better answer them, whatever they are, whoever they are. It's mom. So I guess we're gonna mention Natsuki or something. Or baking. Hello? Hi, sweetie. Huh? Who is this? It's your mom, sweetheart. Mama? Oh, mommy, hey. I quickly sit up in my bed. Sorry, I literally just woke up. Antroid, it's 12 o'clock. It is? I turned my head and examined the alarm clock next to my bed. My bed. Oh yeah, jeez. What time did you go to bed exactly, young man? I don't know, maybe 3? It's like I can be blamed for such a late night given a party. Still, maybe it's best not to mention yesterday's events just yet. Antroid. Hey, it's a Saturday. I completely forgot. One stream that is now gone forever. I was able to do a pretty, like, anime mother voice for her, but I don't remember the details of it, so I cannot reproduce it right now. That doesn't matter. If you keep going into bed that late, you're gonna completely mess up your sleep schedule for the entire week. Well, if it's any consolation, I've been going to bed at 10 of school days. I hear Mom sigh on the other end. Just go to bed at a reasonable time tonight, okay? Duly noted. Good. So, how's the trip been going? Overall, not bad. My client has been a headache the past few days, though. He can't make up his mind about anything. Ah, indecisive people are the worst. Anyway, I was just calling to see how you are. I'm still alive, yeah. Always reassuring to hear. Your dry tone makes me laugh. The apple does well far from the tree. Oh, before I forget the reason I called you. I put some more money into the bank account. You know how to withdraw it, right? Seeing as I was born in the 21st century, yes. What a little zoomer. Piece of shit. Just checking. Anyways, spend it wisely, because I'm not sure when I'll be able to top you up. Suddenly, I hear someone call her name in the background. Sorry, sweetheart, I have to go. I'll call you later. Love you. Love you too, Mom. Bye. Bye. She hangs up, and I'm left sitting, not swinging, in my bed alone. Alone. I don't feel like moving. I just want to sink to my bed and fall back asleep. But I can't bring myself to fall asleep again. I'm tired, but not tired enough to go back to sleep. Basically, I'm lazy. Is there anything productive I can do today besides playing games or reading manga? I could go to the library. Productive and productive. The library is not a productive place for you. All you do is read. Well, Mom said she put more money in the account. I guess I could go get some out just to have on me. Yeah, I think I'll do that. But first, breakfast. I'm starving. I managed to drag myself out of bed and head downstairs to make myself some breakfast. I keep it simple, just some frozen waffles, pinnacle of the fine dining. I know, but it works, it works. If it works, it works. Yes, not just it works, it works, it works, it works. Once I'm done with breakfast, I pop back into my room to quickly change, and then I'm off. I'm not the like most non-blind today for some reason. Ah, the city. Recently, I've become more and more fond of it. There is something about seeing people of all walks of life just going about their daily business that's just intriguing to me. The atmosphere in the city is so much different than the suburbs. There's a lot of live and let live attitude shared by those on the streets, and for some strange reason I find comforting. You know what? Relatable. It feels like I was born a city dweller, and I got stuck in the suburbs. Oh well, maybe someday I'll finally move out and get an apartment downtown. Someday. Antroid! It could be anyone. Huh? I spin around and my surprise I see Sayori standing right behind me. Oh, hey Sayori. Hi Antroid, how are you doing? Ah, I'm alright. I'm just taking a stroll. How are you? Ah, I'm good. I'm just out for a walk. Really? Huh. How coincidental. Well, it's not like we can be blamed for taking a walk in the city. It is beautiful. The best part of it is the park, you know. The one we always used to go to. Oh gee, I remember that. We used to run around and play ball. I can't help myself from smiling, and neither can Sayori. Ah, good times. Yeah, I miss them. Me too. We should try to hang out more often outside of the literature club. Yeah, that sounds fun. You know, I'm actually pretty hungry right now. Maybe... I felt some weird tap on my back there. Maybe my shirt just like moving. Maybe I should treat Sayori to lunch. I can get money out of an ATM. Then again, Mom said to Sonowani Wise and going out to lunch would probably be fairly costly. I don't want to go broke. There's also the slight chance that Natsuki might see us and get the wrong impression. Decisions. Ooh. Hey, you hungry at all? Actually, yeah, I am. Why? I was thinking, we're trying to spend more time together as friends, right? Yeah. Peon. Sayori averts her eyes. So, you want to go get some lunch or something? My treat, of course. Sayori quietly ponders my proposal, which is weird. Because when it comes to food, she doesn't hesitate. Maybe once again I'm fucking up the choices. Finally, she looks back up at me. You know, Antroid, I'd like that. Great! Do you have any place in mind? But maybe part of making the right choices for this mod is making them to what seems like counterintuitive to me, so... Yeah, actually, it's just down the block. Alright then, lead the way. Sarah with a smile begins down the street, motioning for me to follow her. Follow her. I happily oblige. A full meal and an hour later, Sayori and I are back on the street. I guess Natsuki hasn't seen us. The food was alright, nothing too special. Sarah and I caught up a bunch while we were eating. We talked about our classes, family life, and of course, poetry. Sarah had definitely noticed Natsuki's influence on my style. When I admitted it, she seemed a bit disappointed. But she's happy now. It's certainly a sight for sore eyes. There is one thing we didn't talk about that I want to bring up, though. Hey, Sayori. What's up? I've been meaning to ask you. How do you think the club is doing regarding the whole festival fiasco? Oh, I don't know, Antroid. Everyone practiced super hard, but it was all for nothing. Hey, come on now. Things have gotten better, yeah? Yeah, you're right. I think everyone's gotten over it. The Halloween party really helped ease everyone's nerves. Apart from mine, because they're ghosts. Indeed, that was a good night. Good night. I'm sadly overrun by flooded memories about that night. The poems, the stories. Kokore-san. Stop thinking about that, you idiot. Antroid, you alright? Huh? Oh yeah, I'm fine. Sarah eyes me skeptically. You sure? Yes, Sayori. If you're sure. There's a slight moment of awkward silence. I'll be heading home now. You coming along? I'm okay. I think I'll walk around some more. It's just so pretty. Alright, well, I'll see ya. Bye, Antroid. Is it pretty because it's colorful? Because to me, I don't really care about all the, like, colors of everywhere. When I think this picture is pretty, I just like the buildings. I just like the buildings and the sky, the clouds. I don't, actually, I'm completely ambivalent towards all the colorful advertisements everywhere. I'm not a big fan. I wouldn't really, I mean, I don't mind them, but, you know, still. Downtown Street. Yeah. Oh! That's Sayori and I head in opposite directions. Overall, today was a good day. Yeah, I love this kind of, like, just white colored buildings with just, like, these strips of windows. Probably my favorite, like, urban style overall. Kind of like Hong Kong-ish, maybe? A little bit. Kind of Soviet Russia as well. Overall, today was a good day. Got some cash, spent time with Sayori. I'd say I was relatively productive. Ah, finally I'm home. In the nick of time too, apparently. Part of me just... Oh hey, Crunchy Blank, hello. I accidentally just read your username with your message, but it makes sense because I also wanted just to say hello too. Part of me kind of wonders if I want to reload and try the other choice and see how it goes immediately. But I guess we'll see if I get the bad ending again. I'm gonna have to do all that all over again anyway, so we'll just do that how we did with the Yuri route. Trust our instincts and then fail and rewind time backwards and just, you know, trial and error. Hello again. Twice in one day, eh? It's a mother's duty to worry about her one and only son, you know? Anyway, how was your day? Did anything productive with it? Oh, it was alright. I went out to lunch with Sayori. Really? How is she? She's alright. Do you know she was the vice president of the literature club? No, I did not. How did you come across this fact? Oh, well, I'm in the literature club. I hear Mom laughing on the other end. I never would have expected that my little idiot would join a literature club. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? She laughs some more. Yeah. Oh, nothing. So, what do you guys do exactly? Well, when I joined, I was all about writing and sharing. It was all about writing and sharing poems. Now, though, it's more just a hangout space for the girls and I. Oof, slip of the tongue. Mama's gonna inquire deeper into this girls and I thing. Exactly. It's almost as if maybe I subconsciously remember what happened during the Yuri route, but also it's predictable, you know. Girls, you say? I can practically see Mom raise an eyebrow. I did not allow you to interact with girls without me. Hey, it's not like that! We haven't all done it yet, but will it be like that eventually? I don't know, actually. You know, fingers crossed. Well, don't hold your breath, Antroid. Because you will die if you do that. You're a fine young man. I'm sure you can easily get a girlfriend if you try. Yeah, you'd think. What? Trouble in paradise? Well, yes, but not in the way you think. Yeah, to elaborate then. Yeah, I'd rather not get into it. It's a long story. Alright, but you'd better tell me everything once I get back home. Deal? Deal! Perfect. Fine! So, have you been taking care of yourself? Have you been eating? No, I'm actually dead. Yes, Mom. Okay, just making sure. I roll my eyes. It's not like I don't know how to take care of myself. Actually, it is nice having someone there, though. Hey, Mom. Yeah? I love you. I promise I don't love any of the girls in my club. I only love you, Ma. Ah, I love you too, Antroid. I checked the kitchen clock. It's about 6. I think I'll make some dinner now. And I like our history teacher so much because his face is exactly like yours, but with different hair and eye color. Alright, I won't keep you. Have a good evening. And you? I sigh. Well, might as well eat something. I'll keep it light though. Had a heavy lunch earlier. I had a heavy lunch earlier. Whoop. Nope. 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 And then in pairs. There we go. Woo! And all together now. And that little star streaking across reminds me of cutscenes in Flashback. It's Sunday. I got a text from Natsuki last night asking if I wanted to make some bentos with her today. Oof, moving on from baking. It was kind of out of nowhere, but it's not like I have a full schedule. So of course I said yes. Again, it feels like it's too easy. Now we're just like this, like this. How do you do it with Natsuki already? Without any difficulty. I figured there would be more difficulty, but I guess she was kind of like growing on us, or we were kind of growing on her, even on Sunday in the base game. So she just immediately lets her guard down around us. I don't know if I'm disappointed or not, because I'm really looking forward to the rest of the Natsuki route, of course, and everything. But for some reason I was hoping for just like a lot of difficulty. Challenge, you know? I play all the games on the hardest difficulty, so I want a challenge. I want a challenge even if it's all narrated to me. Or to like getting closer to Natsuki and being friends with her and stuff. But we're just like friends already. Though it is going to be interesting because she is going to be super hesitant to admit that she has feelings for us. And then, of course, there's probably going to be the whole thing with her father involved later, so we'll see how it turns out. Of course, I said yes. Should be here any minute now. Oh, I should probably grab some cash since we're going shopping. This time it won't be because I forgot to go shopping on my own time, which is good because I enjoy not getting yelled at. As soon as I reach my bedroom, I hear the front door swing open. Antroid, you here? Yeah, just a minute. No doorbell, eh? What? Is that like I haven't been here before? Just don't go breaking my door. No promises. Wait, did she just walk in through the door or something? What? Ah, so it was just not locked, I guess. Was it? I don't remember. It said we unlocked it. Did we already give her a spare key? No promises. Natsuki smiles slyly. You say that now, but you're the one who's going to be paying for it. Excuse me? You're the one who's loaded? Why should I have to pay for it? Loaded? I laugh. I'm locked and loaded, baby. Don't know where you got that from, but I can assure you I'm not loaded. Yeah, welcome to the club. Natsuki averts her eyes. Alright, enough money talk. Let's get to shopping. Have at you. Sounds good, follow me. I know a really good shop for bento supplies. Right behind you. I should figure out how the hell to do a high-pitched voice without it sounding super annoying. I trail behind Natsuki as we head towards the city. At this time of year, the grey skies loom in sight, contrasting against the colors of the city lights. None of that is lights, but sure. The sights aren't much different from yesterday. Exact same CG, but they're pretty nonetheless. Feeling a bit social today, I give some passers-by a modest head bow as a casual greeting. They do the same back at me. As a Russian, that is really weird to me. That kind of thing. Geez, you're a social butterfly today? Right, I was supposed to try better voices for her. Ah, what can I say? The city puts me in a good mood. Really? Why? Well, I don't know. It's just pretty, I guess. It's a nice change of pace from the suburbs, that's for sure. I guess you're right. I don't like the noise, but I do enjoy going out. Oh, here's the place. That's maybe slightly better. Natsuki points at the sign of a small shop adjacent to the sidewalk. Call me a 7. I've never heard of this place in my life. You've been missing out then. This place is actually pretty popular with tourists, and for good reason. They literally have the best rice ever. Do they serve it, or just something you can buy? Both. As I walk inside, I ponder whether or not to get myself a bowl. Bowl. Well, if I do, I'd have to get Natsuki one too. Kiki. So, this is where it becomes philosophical. Because with the Yuri, the choices were always she was having trouble with something social, and my choice was always do it for her, like help her, or just like step back and make her do it. And my instinct was, of course, to help her, but it was wrong, a wrong thing to do because she needed to build her confidence a little bit. With Natsuki, I actually absolutely cannot predict how the mod is gonna turn this around on me. Because my instinct is to buy her a bowl of rice. And it's not like you can like, just like, hey bitch, you gotta just do your own work and get your own fucking money. And then turns out that's the approach she needed to be able to fight back, which just pissed her off so much that she just like shanks her father one day, and that's happy ending. I don't know. But as always, I'm prepared. We've already got Yuri suicide on the Yuri route, so I'm fully prepared for a bad ending. I'm gonna go with my gut and then find out it's all stupid. And, you know, I mean, my choice is not the game, the mod. My choices are all dumb, and in retrospect, I'm going like, oh, of course! And choose the correct ones after loading. Hey, you want a bowl? What? Do you want a bowl of rice? My treat. Yes! I mean, yeah, sure. Alright, you get the bento stuff. I'll get us some rice. Deal? Rice! Sure. Natsuki collects what we need and heads for the register. I follow behind her with our lunches. She pays for the groceries and I pay for the rice. As we walk out of the store, I can't help but notice that Natsuki is struggling with the bag. I was wondering also, by the way, when she said we're loaded, I wondered if she actually spied us with Sayori. Secretly. Do you want me to? I got it! If you insist. She needs to build her muscle. There we go. She needs to become buff so she can fight her father. So we're not gonna carry bags for her, but we're gonna help her monetarily. We would sim for Natsuki, as one of my followers would. It's been about 10 minutes since we got home, and the kitchen is already a mess. First thing Natsuki and I did when we arrived was eat our lunches. Natsuki was right, that was probably the best rice I've ever had. There was some sort of seasoning on the vegetables that was amazing. It made them melt in your mouth. I see now why the place is so popular. The kitchen is not as bad as it was when we made Halloween cookies, but there is chopped vegetables and bits of rice all over the countertops. Natsuki and I divided the jobs evenly. I was in charge of cutting the vegetables and she was in charge of cutting the meat. Ooh. Natsuki was busy cutting the sausages, so they look like little octopi, so I put all the vegetables in a pot to boil. I'm about to put in spinach when Natsuki comes over to the stove. Stove, yes. You know what? I appreciate that Japanese people treat sausages as more of a legitimate kind of like part of a meal. Over here, if you could like eat sausages, it's considered like student or poor food most of the time. Remember, put in the stem first, then the leaves. Once it starts boiling again, take it out and put it in cold water. You know what? That makes sense because stem is probably way thicker, harder, whatever. Leaves probably get all bleh if you boil them for as long as the stem has to. Yeah. Right, you soak it in soy sauce after that, yeah? It's more of a light coat, but basically, wring it out a bit once you put the soy sauce on, then let it soak. Got it. How are those sausages looking? See for yourself, look at my sausage. Gladly. Natsuki motions to her workplace. Not bad at all. I know a good sausage when I see one. Natsuki smiles proudly, inciting a smile from me. As she finishes up with the sausage and chicken, I coat the spinach in soy sauce and let it sit. Once that's finished, I begin making the spinach tamagoyaki. I place vegetable oil in a hot pan, and I pour on a beaten egg. Once it's fully cooked, I take the spinach and place it on the egg, turning it into a mini roll. Repeating the process again results in 2 rolls. Wow! Who would have thought? 1 for each of us. Natsuki cooked the meat while I was working on the tamagoyaki, and now it's only the onigiri and the vegetables left. Here, you finish the potato salad, I'll work on the onigiri. Sounds good. Natsuki and I, you mean jelly donuts, right? Natsuki and I switch workstations, so that now she's at the stove. Taking the cooked carrot and potatoes, I add in vinegar, sugar, and some black pepper. Once it's evenly stirred, I add in the cucumber, corn, and mayonnaise to complete the salad. Natsuki is still working on the jelly donuts, so I start putting together the bentos. She quickly finishes the jelly donuts and puts it in the box. Them. Well then, I think that's it. Almost. One more thing. I don't know, Nat, it looks pretty full. Nat, oh. It's small, don't worry. Natsuki grabs a pair of chopsticks and some sesame seeds. Here, look at this! Using the chopsticks, Natsuki gently attaches 2 sesame seeds to each sausage. See, I gave them eyes! And now they see the horrors of the real world and go mad and kill themselves immediately. Now they can see what they should not be able to see. Sausages were not meant to see. I lean in to get a better view. Haha, yeah, you did. Imagine you get like eyes and able to see, and the first thing you see is this main character just like leaning in, looking in your eyes. Cute! I place the tops on the bento boxes and stack them on top of each other. Ta-da! Natsuki laughs. You're a dope. I'm dope, not a dope. Right back at you. Excuse me? You heard me? Natsuki jabs me in the arm. Oh, that hurt. Oh, you deserved it. Just for that. I take the bento boxes and raise them above my head. Ah, it's like that scene in Joker. I see. I'm taking your bento and your soul. Hey, give that back. Nope, it's mine now. Give it to me! She's smiling during that. Natsuki fruitlessly jumps up and down, trying to grab the bentos from me. Okay. I bring one of the boxes back down. Here you go. Natsuki reaches for the box, but in one swift motion I push it back out of her reach. Hey! She resumes jumping. You know what? This feels like I should be doing this considering her situation at home. This is not the kind of thing, like threatening to withdraw food from someone. It's probably not the best thing. Oh shit, CG. Cool. Cute as usual. Eventually she gives up, resting her arms on my shoulder. It's getting spicy in here. We're both laughing, so it takes us a moment to realize the position we're in. Oh shit. Once I do, I immediately stop laughing and my cheeks go red. Ha ha ha! Oh! It seems Natsuki noticed as well. Instead of pulling away immediately though, she just stares into my eyes. I can feel her breath on my chest. Really? That far? I mean, that's not close enough for that. Also, I hope you have your shit buttoned up. Her beautiful pink eyes with orange highlights for some reason are wide open and her mouth is slightly parted. What is happening? Oh, it's okay. Suddenly she pulls away. She averts her eyes. Interesting, they made the conscious choice to add the orange thing, because it's not in her usual graphics. Desperately, at her situation, the only way I know how. You still want your bento? Natsuki nods her head, still not looking at me. I hand her one of the boxes and she hesitantly takes it. Gonna go now. Okay, I'll walk you out. You don't! Natsuki stops herself. Never mind. In an awkward silence, Natsuki and I walk to the door. She slips on her coat. Her coat is slippery and on the floor. She whoa, shit! Put my coat down there, bitch! Opens the door and starts out without a word. Natsuki, wait! I love you! She turns around, confused. I place my hand on her shoulder and she tenses up. See you at the club. Oh no, she does have some orange stuff here. I guess it depends on the expression. See ya. Without another word, Natsuki rushes out the door. I'm left reflecting on what just happened. And I'm feeling that I probably shouldn't put hands on her quite yet. Because she probably has subconscious reactions to that kind of stuff. What exactly happened? Was it an accident? Just a misunderstanding? I don't know. I have a bunch of questions and plenty of time to answer them. I should probably clean first though. Alright. Should I do another day? I wonder. Part of me kinda wants to stop here. I'm gonna do one more day. Fine, jeez. Sir? Huh? Oh, Antroid, what a nice surprise. What's up? Are you doing anything right now? Where did this come from? Technically, no. This is like the one day of the week I don't have meetings. Meetings, taxes, and more meetings. The working world sure is a joy. Yeah, I can imagine. Is the university fun, though? It is, right up until finals. Anyway, I was about to head out, but if you want to talk, then let's talk. Oh, are you sure? I just about the homework. Yes, I'm sure. I don't have anywhere to be. Here, take a seat on my lap. Sakurai pulls a chair up to his desk, motioning for me to sit in it. Okay, so how do I know? Not how. I know our production was one of the causes for the stock market crash, but what was the other one? Let me answer a question and a question. Have you been taking notes at all? I know you're supposed to be honest with teachers, but how exactly do you tell them you haven't been taking notes? Your silence speak volumes, Antroid. I begin to sink down in my seat. Sakurai just chuckles. And to our Antroid, I know how boring taking notes is. I was a high schooler once too, you know? Of course, if you develop a habit of not taking notes, you'll be like me and barely end up graduating on time. You almost failed? Are you kidding me? I was almost failing my entire third year. I finally learned how to take good notes in university. That was the hard way, though. Trust me, it's better to learn now than to learn in the real world. Do you want me to slow down a bit? Will that help? What? No, the pace is perfectly fine. I'm just a bit lazy. I can relate to that too much. Another shared laugh. Now, to finally answer a question, the main reasons for the stock market crashed was overproduction and installment buying. That's like credit cards, yeah? Precisely. Anyway, the stock market crashed on October, blah 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 blah, also known as the D-Day. And that's pretty much why the 30s were such an unstable decade. Does that all make sense? Yeah, it does, thank you, sir. The clarity is much appreciated. Well, good. I'm always happy to help students, especially when they take the initiative to see me after lessons. It happens less than you'd think. Anyway, I've got to get going. See you tomorrow. Have a good day, sir. With that, I take my bag and I head for the literature club. I know Natsuki's probably gonna be mad that I'm late, but I'd say it's worth it. I'm starting to really like Sakurai. Secrets are out. He's the first teacher I have ever really connected with. I like the guy. And it seems he likes me too. Oh, we have chemistry. No, we got history, not chemistry. And not that kind of history either. At least I hope so. Opening the door to the literature club, I see Yuri, Sarah, and Monica at the front of the room. Natsuki isn't anywhere to be seen though. Hey guys! Hi Antroid. Slam desk as well. Hey Antroid, you're a bit late today. Something come up? Oh gee, oh, here you are. There you are. Where were you? Natsuki's sudden interjection startles me. Jeez, where did you come from? That's not detailed, that. The closet, duh. Where did you come from? The door, duh. I was just talking to a teacher. About? Homework. Natsuki eyes me suspiciously. What's that look for? You know what it's for? No, I don't. Natsuki shakes her head and walks back into the closet. Hey, I'm serious. Sure. Where exactly do you think I came from then? Huh? Well, I think that... Oh. I rush out to the closet trying to figure out the source of the crash. The market crash. We've just studied this. Come on. Now time to put our knowledge to good use. To my surprise, I see ceramic pieces scattered all over the floor. Is that... What was that noise? Monica calls from the other side of the room. It was Yuri's tea set. The rest of the girls rush over to the closet. That didn't happen on the route. I don't think Yuri fucked up anything of Natsuki, so this is gonna be interesting. Monica and Sarah both look nervous, and Yuri... I'm not really sure how to describe her face. She looks absolutely devastated, yet she seems about 3 seconds away from murdering Natsuki. I can see her fists tighten with every passing second. I've got knives, you know. I've got 7 on me right now. Yuri, Natsuki covers her eyes. It was an honest accident. I'm sure it was. There's a sort of restrained quality to Yuri's voice, like she's holding something back. That tea set cost 6,800 yen. 6,800, probably a better way to say it. I'm not used to doing that way though. Yuri pauses and I can almost hear her grinding her teeth. And if you don't mind, I'd like for you to pay for it. Are you fucking kidding me? I don't have that kind of money. Well then, you should have been more careful. Yuri has a fire in her eyes now, comparable only to the argument on my second day in the club. Natsuki doesn't look like she's backing down though. This is gonna get ugly. Hey, I said I was sorry! If I remember correctly, you said it was an honest accent. There was no mention of an apology. Fine then, I'm sorry. There, you happy? Yuri scoffs. Just what I'd expect from someone as egotistical and narrow-minded as you. What the... Yuri! Fuck off right now. Oh! It's never your fault, is it? It's always the other person who is at fault. It's their wrongdoing, it's not yours. It was an honest mistake. I said it, did I not? Or were you not listening? Were you not listening? Natsuki clenches a fist and Yuri's stare becomes even more icy. They're really going at it, aren't they? The last time I interjected on an argument was the festival, so I think it's best if I step this one out. Was I not listening? My goodness, your self-centered arrogance knows no bounds. All I asked for was an apology, and for you to repay me for the tea set. And yet you treat me like this is simply asking for simply asking for reparations. Face it, you're a spoiled, egotistical brat. I don't have 7,000 yen? Why am I the bad guy for not being rich? Excuse me if my parents aren't rich. The fire in Yuri's eyes dims slightly when Natsuki mentions her parents. She shrugs it off and the fire erupts again. Ah, we know Yuri's parents are all dead. More intense than before. Why is it so hard for you to apologize? Even when you're blatantly at fault, you still struggle to admit it. Instead, you throw the blame onto others because you're too immature to apologize like a normal human. She did not throw blame on anyone, I don't think. I'm immature? I wish Mike was here to try to defend fucking Yuri in this situation. I'm immature. I wasn't the one who started the whole argument just because Antroid didn't like my poetry. Looks like we've come full circle. Great. You're still hung up on that? My goodness, you're insecure about her poetry. Shut the hell up! Stop! Sarah's sudden interjection startles everyone in the room. Come on, guys, please. You guys arguing isn't what is what's tearing this club apart. Tearing. I hate it when we fight. I love you guys, and seeing this just... Sarah begins to tear up. Can you please stop? Yuri, I know you're mad that Natsuki broke your tea set. And Natsuki, I know you're mad that Yuri is mad. But why do we always have to argue with each other? We're friends, why can't we act like it? Natsuki and Yuri look at the ground ashamed. Sarah sits still, trying fruitlessly to suppress her tears. Monica walks up behind her and places a reassuring hand on her shoulder. You know what? Monica should repay for... Not repay, but like pay, because she probably can afford it. And what's important for Yuri is probably not revenge and taking Natsuki's money for it, but just having a tea set again. After what seems like an eternity, Natsuki finally speaks. Yuri! I'm sorry. I am really. It's just... money is kind of a sensitive topic. Yuri looks up, meeting Natsuki's gaze. I understand. Perhaps we could divide the cost 50-50. She probably doesn't even have 4,000. You're willing to do that? Yuri nods. Yeah, 50-50, that sounds good. I'm sorry for being mean. I didn't mean it. She wasn't really that mean, was she? I don't think she was very mean. I must apologize as well. I lost my temper and lashed out at you. I hope you can forgive me. You're forgiven, Yuri. As are you, Natsuki. See, this is so much better. I'm glad you guys could work things out. It makes me happy. Sari grabs Yuri and Natsuki, pulling them into a tight group hug. Oh yeah, I like group things. That's enough, Sayori. That's enough, Sayori. Natsuki pulls away from the group, rubbing her neck. Jeez, you almost choked me to death. Haha, sorry. I guess I got a bit carried away. Ooh, there's no need to apologize, Sayori. Your heart was in the right place, and that's what matters. I can't help but smile to myself at how quickly that fight was broken up. On first glance, you'd think the apologies were insincere, but nah, the way I see it, while Yuri and Natsuki butt heads every now and again, I don't really think there's any ill will between them. Yeah, I'm in the heat of the moment, stuff gets said. Not I'm in the heat. In the heat of the moment, stuff gets said. Stuff that makes the hostility seem more exaggerated than it actually is. But if my time with Natsuki has taught me anything, yeah. She can be intimidating, but she can also be all bark and not so much bite. Anyway, with people like Sayori around, you can always rest easy knowing that any fight will be quickly dealt with. Either way, the club is at its best when it's just us having fun, like the Halloween party. Seeing everyone getting along puts a smile on my face. Alright, someone needs to clean this up. Antroid, you do it. What? Why me? Because I don't want to do it. The girls share a chuckle. I really don't feel like arguing, especially after that. Sigh. Fine. I was shocked, Antroid, I can do it. Nah, it's alright, Natsuki reaches into the closet and pulls out a broom. I'm doing it! Alright then. Go right ahead. Natsuki begins cleaning up the tea side while the rest of the girls go back to their usual business. Guess I'll read for a bit. What else is there to do? Alright, I did one more day, and now we've passed the hour mark, which is what I wanted. The minimal length acceptable for me for one stream of DDLC here. So I'm stopping here, and we'll see. Of course, I'm my rotating schedule of games, so next is going to be Heidi, and I've got to do a bunch of stuff off camera before I can do that. So maybe not tomorrow, but we'll see. Next week, maybe. So for now, this is it. I'm stopping now. Everything ends someday.